We need to start teaching kids about guns again. It'd be great if every kid in the whole country had a good period when they were young where they shot guns, regularly, maybe a year in high school or something, until they became very familiar with them. And the reason is because they live in a world ruled and run by guns, and they need a complete understanding of the thing that is controlling their lives. And if you look at the police officers, the military, the world is run by violence and always has been, and is not any less violent than it used to be, just because we can shoot each other. It's a little bit more distance than the sword, but it's still here, and they need to understand and not be so deathly afraid of guns because they don't understand them at all. If you're not afraid of guns, period, then you don't know what guns are for, because they're for killing things. They're for killing animals to eat, which is wonderful, and I love to eat animals. And they're for killing other human beings, because human beings are as dangerous as animals. Guns are also for killing dangerous animals if they attack you, which includes human beings. And sometimes those dangerous human beings get guns, and sometimes they get in groups, and the groups act dangerously. It is a very tough world. It's not an easy solution, but the guns are here and they aren't going away, and the dangerous people will be glad to keep them and use them to take everything from the poor. Those people who instituted slavery are still here today, and they were the people of that mindset will still do that if they can. And so we need the kids to understand guns so the good ones can protect themselves and cannot be so afraid of guns that they're just completely controlled by them. And that is what's happening, in this gun debate. Oh, we're going to get rid of guns. Well, no, you're not. You're just deciding who has them. And if the population has them too, then even though the government has, bigger guns, they have some power to fight back, and they have an understanding of weaponry, how it works, and just to be introduced into that world through the gun is a wonderful way to say, okay, I'm familiar with this horrible, deadly instrument. And not, I think they're beautiful. I love guns, except Glocks, which are great, great guns. But God, I like a pretty gun. So many of them are so gorgeous. But they will understand them, and it won't be as foreign and frightening, and so they can't be controlled by them as easily as they can when they're afraid.